Hey, Joe Mastriano, CPA, over 40 years and thousands of successful IRS cases. Today's video is on IRS letters. IRS letters, here we go. I got a bunch today. They don't look like they did in the past 10, 20, 30 years ago. What you've got now is a new administration and one here. I just checked the transcript the other day, and I got a collection levy notice from the revenue officer showing a balance twice what's on the transcript. This is another case of where they're trying to collect more money than they've even charged the taxpayer. Attorneys are going to love that if somebody does want to hire an attorney, if the amounts are big enough and they don't want me to help them. I can help them. You don't really need an attorney in a case like this, but some people, want to fight it, and great, and they should, because I think it's illegal. Anyway, other letters, I've got someone, they filed an SFR, a substitute for return, and now they've gone back. Apparently, there was an adjustment to the wage and income transcript, probably a W 2 or a 1099 changed by the person that issued it. And now I got a letter saying, hey, we changed your 1040A, which is the short form, which most people don't file, and it's a good indication that they filed it for you. And now they added more tax. At some point, this will get assigned, hopefully, to a revenue officer, and I can deal with it, or I could just call automated collections. Now, what's really interesting, too, on some of these other letters is they're just adding all these crazy penalties to it. This person owes for 2021, very recently filed last year, and the liability was $12,200, and there's $3,100, almost 25% as a penalty. Now, I'm not saying the IRS is wrong, but people need to know if they don't file a valid extension, you can't just throw your extension in the mail. You need to have all your correspondence to the IRS as certified, so you have the burden of proof when they log it into your transcripts incorrectly. So they cap the penalties at 5%. You've got a failure to file penalty at 4.5% per month, and a failure to pay, which they cap at a half, so it's 5% a month. So if you send that return in month after month being late, you're going to have a high percentage of your liability as penalties, and then they're going to charge interest. So this person paid the liability, but now they're stuck with $3,400 of interest and penalties for someone who paid their full liability. That's the kind of thing that happens when people make little of their returns. I'm on a plan right now of getting on podcasts and contacting influencers. If you have a large subscriber base as an influencer, please contact me, Joe at taxproblem.org, or Stephanie at taxproblem.org. O-R-G. I would like to be part of letting people know for free. In fact, if you go to taxproblem.org, my website, and give us your email, we will send you my 4-part checklist. That's my audit proof checklist, that any year that we've done it for the current year, not one person I know was ever audited. I've been doing this over 40 years. Actually started doing tax returns in 1975 when I was 19. Robin here is the tax expert, not me now. I'm the IRS representation expert. And I will continue. There's too many people that don't understand they need to up their relationship with the IRS and quit being afraid of them, and quit going to people to do work for you that you're going to turn a blind eye and look the other way because you're too busy or don't have the desire or whatever your excuse is. I'm just asking that you spend a tiny bit of time and attention to understand, you know, the records that the IRS has on you so you can check them or pay me or pay someone to check them and then show them to you. Also, to audit-proof your return, get the IRS out of your life. I'm telling you, those people that say, oh, I'm not scared of the IRS. You know what? I've dealt with thousands of cases over more than 40 years, and I don't want to deal with the IRS on my own behalf. I want to send my tax return in on time and pay my taxes on time, because if I get a letter from them that I owe, I want to know who at the IRS made a mistake. Occasionally, my payroll could be a little bit late, but those penalties are under $100, and I'm willing to pay the price if I'm going to be late. But a lot of you out there are going to be paying the price with huge bills, 20,000, 50,000, whatever the number is. By the time you see interest and penalties build up, go to my YouTube channel, and if you're watching this video, subscribe, get my videos, be reminded when I send new videos out. If you don't want to watch that particular one, go to the channel, look at the titles, and find the one that interests you, learn from it, and then fire that tax preparer you have that's just computing numbers and giving you your return back and going, well, here, this is your big refund, because they're motivated to give you a big refund. And if there's a person on your job whose salary you think is around the same as yours, but they're getting a much bigger refund, ask them to look at their tax return, because A, people lie just to look good. B, they may have certain deductions that are applicable to you and not to them. C, you might have additional income that you're not factoring in, that cause you to have additional tax. Number 4, or D, I forgot how I was numbering them. They may have put money into a retirement account, therefore making that amount not taxable, and you didn't. There's always reasons. But once I get to the bottom of something, I'll know why, you'll know why, and then we'll see what we need to do about it. That's it for this video. Thank you. Don't forget, subscribe.